She's at it again. One Nation's Pauline Hanson has repeated her 2017 stunt of wearing a burqa into the chambers earlier today, Monday the 24th of November. Now, this all happened minutes after she was denied leave by Independent Senator Tammy Tyrrell to table a bill she'd proposed to once again have burqas and full face coverings banned in Australia. It's an interesting time for One Nation, with recent polling showing a very favourable shift away from the coalition, moving over to One Nation. But I wonder how those polls will be looking after today. Pauline Hanson has been suspended from the Senate after she wore a burqa into the chamber on Monday afternoon, the second time in her parliamentary career that she's performed the stunt, promoting a formal rebuke from Labor Senate Leader Penny Wong and Coalition Senate Leader Ann Ruston. The acting chair, Slade Brockman, found initially that Hanson's dress was allowed and proceedings were not stopped, but Senate President Sue Lyons rushed back to the chamber after news of the stunt broke, to hear Wong and Ruston condemn the actions and ask that Hanson be removed. Wong had asked Lyons to rule that Hanson's conduct was disorderly, quoting former Liberal Senator George Brandis, who rebuked the One Nation leader the last time she wore the garment on the Senate floor. All of us in this place have a great privilege and we represent in our states people of every faith, and we should do so decently, Wong said. The sort of disrespect that you are engaging in now is not worthy of a member of the Australian Senate. Hanson was ordered to remove the item and leave the chamber or face suspension, and the Senate voted overwhelmingly to have her removed. Hanson was heard saying to Lyons, "You are so vile, you are not doing your job properly." A number of people in the public gallery applauded as Hanson left and proceedings were suspended. Nationals MP Barnaby Joyce, who is openly considering defecting to One Nation, defended Hanson's choice, saying people are free to express themselves politically, and you are free to interpret it in any way you wish. National Senator Matt Canavan, one of the Coalition's most conservative MPs, slammed Hanson and argued it was a desperate attention-seeking stunt. Canavan said respectful points could be made about migration, but Hanson was acting improperly. "Don't vote for them. They only live if you give them attention and look at them," Canavan said on ABC TV. "I don't like this type of politics. This is disrespectful to Muslim Australians. I don't support ridiculing people." Aftab Malik from the Islamophobia envoy said, "Senator Pauline Hanson, 8 years after her last call to ban the burqa, is again proposing it. This will deepen existing safety risks for Australian Muslim women who choose to wear the headscarf, the hijab, or the full face and body covering the burqa." Hanson's office did not release a copy of the motion before she attempted to table it in the upper house on Monday afternoon, but an October media statement from her office said the move was set to echo similar bans in France. Hanson was not given leave by the government to introduce the bill. "This is all about helping to better ensure the safety of the Australian community. This should be the first responsibility of any government, and any government which doesn't prioritise these measures doesn't deserve the title," Hanson said. One Nation's polling reached a record high, receiving a primary vote of 12% in the latest Resolve Political Monitor. From this masthead and record popularity in News Corps' News poll and the AFR Redbridge accent polls as well. Hanson is actively aiming to recruit Nationals MP Barnaby Joyce, who told this masthead One Nation had a purer form of understandable conservatism. But I wonder what happens from here. One Nation has seen its greatest rise in popularity over the past few years with polarising issues such as immigration. I think there's a large chunk of Aussies that are looking for someone decent, sensible, ethical and reasonable to represent them. I think a lot of people were starting to look to One Nation. And maybe they still are. But I wonder, was today's events too much? Especially for some of the more recent supporters. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Was this a good move by One Nation's Pauline Hanson today? Or was it too much? And what's important to you as an Aussie? What do you want for the future of the country? If you're liking the content, hit that like and subscribe button and we'll be back with more soon.